Hey everybody, Logan here. And yes, before we get into the topic of the video, there are kinds of crazy colors back behind me. This is what happens when I record at night, can't sleep, and I get all kinds of crazy lighting stuff for my game room or my office. That's what happens, and I'm nowhere near done. I got all kinds of stuff that I'm doing. But that's 2023. And yes, I'm in Florida. Even with my house at 65, the room's kind of warm. So no sleeves. And I'll shut up. Let's talk about this. So Sony had decided to introduce something at CES today, which as soon as I saw it, I went, ooh, and then saw the name and I just went, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Okay. Introducing Project Leonardo for PlayStation 5, a highly customizable accessibility controller kit. And I think they mean more Da Vinci, but that's really cool. I know Microsoft came out with one a little while ago, completely different in style, and I want to see how this thing works. I think it could be pretty cool. Now, personally, I will not buy it when it comes out. It is not meant for me. I don't want to buy one and then someone happens to go in the store or wherever they're available and then can't get one because I decided to buy it. So this is how I'm going to cover it. These things are usually not produced as much as a standard DualSense or an Xbox controller. That's why you don't see them all over the place. I know at one point they were available, the Xbox ones were available in the Microsoft store, but we only, I think, had two at most. But otherwise you could still order them, and I know with Xbox you can order them straight from Xbox. Here I think you're probably going to be able to do the same thing. But let's get into what the article says. Designed to remove barriers to gaming and help players with disabilities play more easily, more comfortably, and for longer periods on PlayStation 5, which is great. It does come with a joystick, and I want to see how this is playable, but I think anytime more people can play video games, the better. And just because something has happened or you're born a certain way, hey, we're not all super lucky to have completely working hands, and those of us who don't should still be able to enjoy it without just having to sit back and watch somebody play on Twitch or YouTube. And this is a good way to do it. I really like getting as many people into gaming as possible, no matter what. Accessibility is an important topic to us at PlayStation, and we want to continue raising the bar to enable every gamer to experience the joy of play. That's good. Whether it's the robust accessibility options in PlayStation Studios games like Santa Monica Studios' God of War Ragnarok, or Naughty Dog's The Last of Us Part 1, or the wide array of features in our PS4 and PS5 console UI, we're passionate about reducing barriers to play for every gamer. More people can play, the better. That's all I gotta say. Today at CES, we announced the next step in our journey to make gaming more accessible. Project Leonardo for PlayStation 5, developed with key contributions from accessibility experts, community members, and game developers. Project Leonardo is a code name for a new highly customizable controller kit. Okay, that was one thing. It is customizable. That works out of the box to help many players with disabilities play games more easily, more comfortably, and for longer periods. Okay, as long as it's customizable, that would eliminate a lot of my questions. So these can be moved around, I guess, on here, and they're larger surfaces so you can tap. Now it's going to be tougher for fighting games or stuff like that, but yeah, okay, I can see the different sticks. Different types depending on what's going on. That's pretty nifty. Interesting. Hopefully games, probably games like God of War and stuff like that, I can see going to be much easier to get into. Through conversations with accessibility experts and incredible organizations like Able Games Special Effects and Stack Up, we've designed a highly configurable controller that works in tandem with many third-party accessibility accessories and integrates with the PlayStation 5, PS5 console to open up new ways of gaming. It is built to address common challenges faced by many players with limited motor control, including difficulty holding a controller for long periods of time. That's very important. Accurately pressing small clusters of buttons or triggers, or positioning thumbs and fingers optimally on a standard controller. Cool. Okay, there we go. That's the way it looks, and it all comes apart. That's nifty. So it is completely customizable. Very different than what Microsoft has, but I don't think they were trying to one up. I just think it's been a few years since Microsoft built theirs. And maybe they'll come out with a new variant at some point, but with development and research, that's pretty cool. Highly customizable, button mapping, works collaboratively with other devices, accessibility, accessories. Okay. All right, so you can use two, or you can use one and the dual sense, or all three, or just two. Okay. Flexible, adaptable design. So this is a rather lengthy article. So I'm going to leave a link to the description and link to it in the description below to get more of an idea out of it. But I think this is really cool. Project Leonardo is expandable through 4 3.5mm aux ports to support a variety of external switches and third-party accessibility accessories that enables users to integrate specialty switches, buttons, or analog sticks with the Project Leonardo controller. The external accessories can be dynamically connected or disconnected, and each can be configured to act like any other button. That's really cool. That is really cool. So the more people that can play, the better. I think this was a good announcement. Now, one other thing that I do want to add to this video is something that Sony announced about this earlier on Instagram. I'm going to pull that up. See, I have the phone right here. We're going to pull up the image right here, and that is, if I do find it, because I have it stored on my phone, but you'll be seeing it on the screen. This comes from the PlayStation's Instagram account. PlayStation, big news from today's CES keynote. Introducing Project Leonardo for PS5, a highly customizable accessibility controller kit designed to help players with disabilities play more easily, more comfortably, and for longer periods. More than 30 PS VR2 games are on track for release during the launch window beginning February 22nd. Gran Turismo 7 will receive a free PS VR2 upgrade at launch, with Beat Saber also confirmed to be in development. December was the biggest month ever for PlayStation 5 console sales, with more than 30 million units now sold worldwide. That is the big thing, not just shipped. Sony used to love, we've shipped this many, but how many are sitting in stores? We've shipped this many. They did that with the PlayStation 4, not until closer to the end of its life, even though we are in the end of its life, where you can actually walk into a store and still find a PS4, because you can't do that anymore. They were saying, oh yeah, we've shipped. Good, but how many are actually sold? And then later, once all those sold, then they were like, okay, we sold every. Of course you did, because now they're finally sold. But this time they're actually giving real sold numbers. So that's always a good thing. But hey, more people that can get their hands on a PlayStation 5, the better. I think that's a cool thing, because the PlayStation 5 is a fantastic system, in my opinion, leaps and bounds over the PS4. I did not like the PS4 by any means, and there was a few decent games at most, but the console itself is a much better console, much better design, the DualSense, everything. And now with new accessories like this coming out, it's actually going to allow more players to play than to just sit back and watch other people play, which is always a cool. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this content. If you know someone who would, share this video. That always helps. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video. Follow us on our socials at Red Bandana Gaming on Facebook and Instagram, at RBG_retro on the Twitters. And again, hit that subscribe button. And like we always say, be legendary. Thanks again.